Subscribers and passers-by, are you ready for gloriously shameful, one-shot style trolling? But first, welcome to Dark Souls 2. Today, we will admire the successful employment of the legendary hex called Climax, in the arena of blood, and a handful of invasions. A notoriously costly and precarious hex to rely upon, Climax is high risk, high reward, and is best combined with subterfuge, treachery, parries, and, of course, save scumming. Since Climax relies on souls for its damage, and consumes all of your held souls upon casting, it is imperative that you do not miss. If you miss, you cannot effectively use the hex again until you've acquired more souls somehow. Therefore, it is prudent to only fire Climax when your opponent is incapacitated, such as when they are in the riposte animation, or stuck in a gesture, a whiff animation, a casting animation, in their inventory, or when they are simply oblivious to your whereabouts. Now sit back and enjoy the shameful one-shot, one-kill style trollish gameplay that makes Climax so simultaneously loved and loathed.
Thou camest hither to this most consecrated of arenas, dressed as a butterfly, an earnest duellist thou art surely not. Wily butterfly, let not thy wings be thy dreams, but rather, let thy dreams be thy wings.
Like a true butterfly, thou shalt count down thy life not in months, but in moments.
Tis not enough for the champion to win every duel. He must also enthrall the crowd with a spectacular entrance.
No armor? My sword will cut through thee like butter, fly.
Spear or katana? Spear or katana? Which one dost thou predict?
Get thee hence. Return when thou hast metamorphosed into a worthier opponent.
Thou makest mockery of mine hexery, that will cost thee dearly. Alas, thine hexing doth put mine to shame.
Is the butterfly not supposed to be a soft and gentle thing?
The victory thou dost pursue will elude thee, like chasing butterflies.
O wily and seductive butterfly, I know thou desirest to shoot thy deadly hex when the opportunity doth present itself. I will oblige thee. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Praise to Na Alma. Oh, what a comedy! I forgot to equip my heavy soul arrow.
Hey ho butterfly, but saying adieu would be more appropriate. Thou canst not even hit me half the time. This arena is an unweeded garden full of pests.
I'm sorry. giant axe versus my fists. Speed versus strength, the eternal dilemma of the warrior. Ouch, a very lucky pot shot indeed, but let me show thee how 'tis done with true skill. Whilst thou excuse my haste, cursor bearer, but a legitimate opponent is awaiting his turn, allow me to show thee the exit. Bearer of the curse, thou must have been given the wrong address. This is not the pole dancing club. Sacrilege. Sully the house of Naur Alma no further with thy perverted dancing. This arena is intended for the most noble of pursuits, the duel to the death. Illustrious Naur Alma, I consecrate this place in thy name once more. Oh nay, thou art back. Victory is like a butterfly, always flying beyond thy grasp. Butterflies are the orchids of the sky. Wherefore are thy feet planted? Take flight, butterfly. I cannot blame thee for dilly-dallying. Wanting to delay the flogging of one's posterior is a most natural instinct. Is that a cocoon I gaze? Emerge from thy cocoon, butterfly. Kreml smileth upon thy struggles. Alas, there cometh a point when stomping upon the weak and hopeless doth become inglorious. I forfeit. May Evlana witness my magnanimity and reward me proportionately. Butterfly, mayest thou transform into something more formidable. The likes of thou, is wherefore this world is full of cynics.
By Nashandra's eternal malady, the rumors are true. A most unsavory butterfly is terrorizing those who wish to traverse Drangleic in peace. I must flee, flee. Fire upon it. I did forget, the bonfire is not accessible when my world hath been so unconscionably invaded. My body shaketh. Visions of lost souls and unsightly following invade my mind. Fear of lost progress standeth between me and what I most need to do. Foul dark spirit, hexing butterfly, thou shalt never stand between me and freedom. Let me show thee how the curse bearers deal with a wretched obstacle. Freedom. Ha ha ha, make haste to the fog gate. That is the tactic of the undead curse bearers.
Cry rope, an invasive species hath fluttered into my world. Assail not mine ears with fraudulent niceties, I know thy kind delighteth in sowing despair. perfidious and toxic butterfly, bestow upon all of Drangleic kindness, and die. Why, Cather? Is thine heart truly so dark that even hexes bounce off thee harmlessly? How didst thou even accomplish this invasion? Canst thou not see I am hollowed, and now thou wishest to develop further my misery? Very well, I shall use my rapier, and pin thee to the wall. Is that not where a pretty butterfly doth belong? Fire upon it. Defeat and humiliation follow naturally upon bluster.
Thank you. Thank you.
An interloper. Flee, flee. She is one of the butterfly cult, which doth live in infamy for the grief it doth bring. I know well what I am fleeing from, but not what I am fleeing towards. There is no help for me hither. I must stand my ground. Thou dost expect me to observe niceties. I do not recall inking thee an invitation. An intruder receiveth not warm hospitality, only cold steel. By Caffrey, thou art soft and weak. Is the butterfly's reputation an old wives' tale? Thou art on the precipice of death. I may charge straight at thee. No need for rolling and soiling this fine Seldran farpery. Alas, I regret my decision to have not rolled. Garments are replaceable, a life is not.
Forgive my aloofness, but I have been warned about an epistematic brigand lurking in these ruins. I am afeard that thou dost fit the description. Should I be concerned? Get thee hence, stink bug. Thou art so wicked and vile that thou dost even corrupt the air with a toxic miasma. Thou must be the ill-famed, winged brigand who soweth calamity in Drangleic. Leave me be, stink bug. Go find thyself a fig to choke upon. Fine. Have it thy way, stink bug. I shall make my stand hither. What heresy is this? Doth thine ungodly miasma even repulse away noble crystal sorceries? I do not envy thee the cursed life thou dost live, stink bug, sustaining thyself with the misery of others.
I'm sorry.
Lend me thine ears. I was sent hither to put into effect justice. A knave in butterfly farpery hath been usurping the peace in Drangleic with forbidden hexes. Thou dost identify thyself as this indicted knave. Hurrah for honesty. However, I am afeard discarding the butterfly wings do not absolve thee of thy misdeeds. Art thou mesmerized by my spinning, cursed error? Oh, how I love to spin. But thy crimes warrant more grievous injury. Thou shalt be fractured and pulverized. Say hey ho to my diminutive hammer, butterfly. What better tool to squash a bug with?
I'm sorry.
Most invasive butterfly, I notice that thou possessest 99 tokens of spite in thy inventory. That sendeth shivers down my spine. How many ecosystems hast thou brought calamity upon? I shall make a caterpillar of thee yet, butterfly. Doth matter not that we are both dead? Thy death is more costly than mine. I am at least somewhat impressed that thou wavest not immediately the white flag upon sight of my axes. evil wench.
I'm sorry.
At last I have found thee, not only 4 innocent curse bearers, but also 2 arbiters of justice lay slain, their blood on thine hands. Alas, there is no wheel hither to break thee upon, therefore I sentence thee to be sodomized by my blades. Reprobate, what thou hast just witnessed is the power of the lag. 'Tis a mysterious force which doth surround us and penetrateth us. The lag doth connect together the worlds of all living curse-bearers in Tranglake. Harnessing this lag granteth me the power to strike thee from afar and to delay the effects of received strikes, which giveth me the advantage in trades. Thou dost shamelessly chug an Estus flask in plain sight, and then dost flee? Fluttering away is futile, butterfly. The lag is a spider's web from which none can egress. Thou shalt be long dead before I feel the tickle of thine hex, butterfly. Enough with the horseplay, 'tis time to bring this encounter to its climax. Honorable victor, 'tis better to be bereft of honors that one doth deserve, than to possess honors that one doth not deserve.
May the lag not be with thee.
The clothes do not make the man. The guise of an honest trader doth not fool me. I know thou art one of the butterfly grief cult, and thou hast been indicted. I have been sent to put thee down. Ah, thou didst notice, I too am adorned with butterfly wings, although I have long since abandoned the trollish ways of the butterfly clan. 'Tis impelling to retain these wings, by our mark of shame, and spur me on to set right the wrongs that my kindred have inflicted upon Tranglaic. Mine eye doth look upon thee as a friend, and mine onslaught is only didactic. Thou must learn that walking the straight and narrow path is not beyond our kind. O fellow butterfly, this doth hurt me more than it doth hurt thou. I prithee, cease thy trollish ways. I wish not to be sent to thy world again. O fellow butterfly, hast thou reoffended so soon? Thou hast been indicted yet again. And now thou dost wear the regalia of the elite knights, to deceive victims to assume that thou art of sound character. The depth of thy depravity knoweth no limits. 'Tis a dirge to mine heart, that we shall likely soon be reacquainted upon the battlefield.
Much better. Outer beauty is most important.
The memory of thy chastising is still green. My visits have hitherto failed to reduce recidivism. Ah, thou no longer hidest thy criminal persona. There is honor in integrity. I assure thee I am not a po-faced killjoy. I do find some mirth in the formalities of the duel. I mark that thou hast thine hexing staff equipped. Whilst thou kindly grant me a moment, I have surely packed a few dark troches in mine inventory. How could I forget? Never peruse thine inventory when face to face with a butterfly cultist.
I'm sorry.
Thou hast mastered thine trolling skill after a lifetime of labor. One doth not relinquish such a skill without great reluctance, no matter how shameful. I empathize with thee. Perhaps. I too shall troll again. One day.
My unfortunate opponent, I am ready for thee, but art thou ready for me? Fie, mine opponent hath not emerged from his quarters, no doubt incapacitated with dread. I've fallen victim to mine own reputation, hence teeth in Dranglaic are those with courage enough to duel with me. Fool, miracles come in moments. Be ready, or forfeit the miraculous moment by which thou mayst beat me. A fig for thee, wretch. Tricks and treachery are the practice of the craven, who possesseth not the stones to get good.
Curse-bearer, art thou indisposed on the John? I can forgive no other reason for wasting my time.
Vacillate not too much between thy choices of weapons. It will not materialize any difference.
Mine opponent, asleep in his quarters, is dreaming of victory. Dreaming doth permit us a brief period in which to be safely insane. There is a reason hexes are most often cast from behind. Thou wishest not thy face to be associated with the shame. Thou mayest have one, but at what cost? Being loathed by the entirety of Dranglaic. What is that thou sayest? There is no revenge so complete as forgiveness. I have no time for thy riddles. Only in death I learn, when thou embarkest on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves.
Emerge from thy quarters, lay about, in thy death thou shalt have time for sleep aplenty. Wherefore play hide and seek, curse-bearer, when no one doth want to find thee. Foul horsefly, thou art a sorry ambassador for the art of hexery. May the dark not shine thy way.
Thy name will be echoed in eternity as the gladiator who was felled on the John. One doth not become as enduring and esteemed as I, without eyes at the back of one's head, foul hexer. Back on thy feet, wretch. Shalt thou fight and exit the stage with a scrap of dignity, or is thy trident merely a prop in thy subterfuge? How now? When his chicanery faileth, the hack is less than nothing.
Bearer of the curse, dawdle not in thy quarters. The later humiliation is suffered,
the hardest tease to recover from.
Curse bearer, are thy pantaloons pulled up and fastened? I am coming for thee, prepared or not.
Bearer of the curse, I am coming to penetrate thee, but not the kind that doth require thee to glaze thy posterior with olive oil. Tis how we act when unseen behind the backside, that showeth our true character.
Come out, bearer of the curse, and fear not. Thy fear is a traitor, and fearing to attempt wilt lose thee what thou mayest gain. As a fellow hexer, I do now understand that one must not do unto others that which one doth not wish to be done unto oneself. Thank you for elucidating me.
O wandering vessel, I am a man of few possessions, and therefore I am not in need of thy storage services. O noble pot, depart this arena, lest ye be cracked. O venerable sanctum priestess, lend me thine ears for a brief moment. Have ye perhaps gazed a wandering, naving pot? The onerous vessel doth prey upon affable travellers like us, his innocuous form lulling us into inattentiveness, only to be struck in the posterior by his powerful, accursed magic. Venerable priestess, 'tis no time for gesturing. Follow me, let us find this naving pot, and split his valuable innards between the... I should have known. No more brain than stone have I. Sanctum priestesses are reviled for their foul hexes. 'Twas thou, playing at the Chameleon. Hark! I will send thee off to join thy beloved corroded dragon in eternal slumber. Art thou a pot playing as a priestess, or a priestess playing as a pot? Which is thy true form, wretch? Pa, it matters not, my club will crack thee all the same.
Wait, the merciful are rewarded if...
Thou dost surpass the toxicity of thy cult.
Only death can relieve this humiliation.
My blade is swifter than thou canst react.
I shall have thy head on my pike.
I shall strike when thou dost least expect. Fie upon it.
Who did cast a stone at thy nest?
The duel hath already begun. 'Tis too late now for hesitation.
I have rolled into thy snare, it doth appear.
Oh dear, I realized not that thou wert observing niceties. How uncouth of me. I prithee, let us begin anew. I prithee, milady, forgive and forget. I bow to our blooming friendship.
Surprise, cockbangs!
'Tis better to die free than live in a cage, cursed bearer.
Down into the abyss with thee, pervert. Leave it to the weakling to discover and exploit a weakness.
I judge from thine attire that thou art a fellow wretch. Canst thou bestow upon me a favor? Wouldst thou spar with me gently, so I may learn and get good? Now willst thou kindly have thy back facing the precipice? Ha ha ha. Hurrah for subterfuge, thank thee for the victory. Welcome to Drang Lake, where to be naive is to be dead. A walking cage? Make haste. I must exorcise this poltergeist with holy miracle. Oh, it is thou. Thou hast taken revenge through subterfuge. Wherefore? The best revenge is to be unlike him, who did perform the injury unto thee. Bearer of the curse, now we are both, equally, and irredeemably, bereft of honor.
May the dark shine your way.